Johnny Talk Sports in with my NFL predictions for week number 6. Last week I had another 10-6 week, which puts me at 51-29 on the season so far. I'm hoping that this week I can have another 10 plus week, but it's going to be pretty challenging as there are 2 less games this week as the bye weeks have begun. This week we have Atlanta, New Orleans, New York Jets, and San Francisco on their bye week this week. So I'm not going to go in depth on all of these games. I'm not going to go into an explanation on all these. I'm just going to quickly go through these because I honestly am not really motivated right now to do a pretty long video. So I'm just going to go through them. If there's a game you want an explanation for, leave in the comments section and I will respond to it. So starting off with Thursday night, Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. Tampa Bay, for obvious reasons, Tom Brady is playing at an MVP level at, 44 years old. I haven't really seen one wrong thing about his play so far this season. I mean, maybe a couple interceptions, but that's about it. Tampa Bay continues to dominate. Miami and Jacksonville. This is in London, so this would be the ideal game where Jackson will probably win. And this is a game where I unfortunately have to pick someone to win. And good news for the Dolphins is Tua Tagovailoa might be activated off the IR. And with or without Tua, though, I'm going to pick Miami because until Jacksonville can show they can win a game, or until Jacksonville does indeed win a game, I feel like there's no reason to pick them. Next, you have Green Bay and Chicago. I mean, the Chicago picked up a nice win over Las Vegas last week. But Green Bay, I still think they're a legitimate contender for the NFC, or at least at this point with the way the season's going, probably be second place at Tampa Bay again. But I'm going to pick Green Bay. Next, we got Cincinnati and Detroit. I really want to see Detroit win a game. I want to see them win. I mean, after seeing Dan Campbell's passion and emotion in his press conference last week, the wins are coming for Detroit. I will say that. Whether if it's later on this season or next season or the season after that, wins are coming for the Lions. I think at first I was a little bit skeptical on the hire, but I now think that they have the right guy at the head coaching position in Detroit. I would not be entirely shocked if the Lions won this week, but I'm going with Cincinnati. I think this might be a game where Detroit will, again, they'll probably have the opponent on the ropes and then they win in the end. But I will take Cincinnati in this one. Houston and Indianapolis. I mean, we saw Houston do pretty well against New England last week, considering that Bill Belichick has a good history of shutting down rookie quarterbacks, and Davis Mills just completely picked apart that Patriots defense. And the Colts, they had a massive lead against the Ravens on Monday Night Football last week. And I think the Colts, they're going to bounce back this week. So I'm going to pick Indianapolis in that one. Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Or should I say the Los Angeles Rams versus probably Kadarius Toney at this point. Because Kadarius Toney had more total yards than the entire Giants team as a whole. Had more yards than the Giants than any other Giant player, all the other Giants players combined, or however you want to put it. But I'm going to go with the Rams. I mean, Kadarius Toney had a good performance last week, but going up against the Rams, pretty tough ask at this point. Although it's possible that Sterling Shepard may be able to come back this week. Daniel Jones is in concussion protocol, but either way, I think the Rams should really win this by at least 2 touchdowns at the very least. Kansas City and Washington, and am I concerned about the Chiefs' 2-3 start to the year? Not one bit. In fact, I'll say this. The Chiefs are going to win at least 6 of their next 8 games. It's a slow start to the year, but here's the thing. The Chiefs have lost to the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Bills. They've lost to teams that are 4-1. It's not like they've lost to, I don't know, let's just say, it's not like they're losing to the Dolphins or not losing to the Patriots or the Raiders. Or it's not like they're losing to the Washington football team, although they could this week since they're playing them this week. But still, I think Kansas City gets back on track this week. And this is the start of a run that Kansas City's going on, as I think they win at least 6 of their next 8 games, at the very least. Vikings and Panthers. Now, if the Vikings lose this game, I think Mike Zimmer's hot seat, it's going to get even hotter. And the Panthers are looking to bounce back from losing to the Eagles last week. But I'm going to go with Minnesota in this one. I think this game is going to probably come out of the wire. I mean, I'm not sure what to think of the Panthers still, but I'm going to go with Minnesota. But if the Panthers win, expect Mike Zimmer's hot seat to get even hotter. Okay, so we got the Los Angeles Chargers and the Ravens. And, well, this seems to be one of only 2 or 3 good games this week, I'll be honest. And this is a game where I wish was on Sunday night or Monday night. But unfortunately it isn't, although the Ravens did play on Monday night last week. I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one to pull off the upset. I just feel like the Chargers, they've got a lot of momentum and confidence after picking up wins against the Chiefs and the Browns so far this season. 2 big contenders in the AFC. So I'm going with the Chargers to win this one. Next, we got the Cardinals and the Browns. And the Cardinals are the only remaining undefeated team left in the league. And I think that does continue. I mean, the Browns, they gave a valiant effort last week, but ultimately fell short. And I think the Cardinals, they remain undefeated. The Browns, however, will make them earn this game. It's going to be probably a 3-point win for the Cardinals. All right, next we got Las Vegas and Denver, an AFC West showdown. There's just so many distractions going on for Las Vegas right now, so by default, I will pick Denver to win this one. Plus, I just think the Denver defense is just extremely underrated. Probably more underrated than the Raiders defense. But should be a close game. Got Dallas and New England. I mean, 3 years ago, this would probably be the game of the week, but now it is not. And we saw the Patriots defense get carved up by Davis Mills, especially in that first half. And I can only imagine what Dak Prescott would do to that defense. So I'm going to go with Dallas in this one. Sunday Night Football, Seattle and Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson's out for at least 1 to 2 months. Do I trust Geno Smith to go into Heinz Field on a Sunday night and pull off the win? Absolutely not. I'm going to go with the Steelers. And finally, Monday Night Football, the Bills and the Titans. The Bills are coming off of a huge win against the Chiefs last week, so that is confidence moving forward. While the Titans, well, their offense, it still seems kind of questionable. Their offense is pretty much Derrick Henry at this point. Although I'm still waiting to see if A.J. Brown can finally reach to his full potential, as he really hasn't so far this season. Part of that's because he was injured, but either way, picking the Bills. So those are my picks for Week 6. For review, I had the Bucks, Dolphins, Packers, Bengals, Colts, Rams, Chiefs, Vikings, Chargers, Cardinals, Broncos, Cowboys, Steelers, and Bills this week. So that's all I have. Until next time, have a great day.